We are doing a deep dive, the likes of which no one has ever expected before. This is Harry Pissin. He has been pooped on at the No Kings protest. We have a very, very big deep dive to do, and I will explain to you exactly why. Not only are the leftoids really mad that for some reason when you get a couple of to protest, it doesn't change the course of history, and all of a sudden the duly elected president of the United States doesn't step down and cry, but also it really humiliated a lot of these guys, and also a lot of them got arrested, and also, and here's the craziest part, they completely went mask off. They're going crazy that some Republicans had a group chat where it turns out one guy said the N-word in a group chat. Oh my god, dude. The amount of literal direct calls to violence made this a honestly unbelievable situation. So I made a video on the No Kings protest already, including the speeches that they made and the news coverage and all that if you want to see that. Today we're doing a deep dive. Today we are actually doing a breakdown, the likes of which I haven't seen anyone do, and some street interviews obviously, and also some melting down. This is an important video, which is why we're actually doing it, and I honestly have to say, gentlemen and female gentlemen, we are not worthy of President Donald Trump posting this tweet. We're not. President Donald Trump posted this on the official page. I'm gonna mute it because I got copyrighted in my last No Kings video. A whole No Kings video copyrighted because of this video's sound. So, as you can see, Trump is in a plane. He's pooping everywhere. This was Harry Sisson. And as you can see, Trump all over Harry Sisson in this meme. God, thank you for putting me on the timeline where the president of the United States is addicted to Twitter. Thank you, God. I don't know, but I am so grateful that I am born in this timeline, all right? We could have been born into any timeline, but we were born in the timeline of Donald Trump on Harry Sisson. Yep. So Harry Sisson, for those of you that are unaware, Harry Sisson is actually a leftoid influencer, and he's kind of pathetic and a little bit gay. So anyway, Harry Sisson decides to tweet, "Can a reporter please ask Trump why he posted an AI video of himself dropping poop on me from a fighter jet? That would be great, thanks." And it only got worse from there for poor Sisson. JD Vance retweeted it. I'll ask him for you, Harry. Yes, I voted for this exact thing. This exact thing is everything I've ever wanted. Don't worry, Harry. I'll ask him for you. Oh, absolute cinema. I love it so much. I love this timeline. This is amazing. Anyway, so people were posting the money shot. This is Harry Sisson as he's getting obliterated. This is so sad. And honestly, people were losing their mind. Because you'd think this is just a funny thing and we ignore it, right? Well, the leftoids are not ignoring it. The president posted a video of him literally shitting at a major left-wing influencer, but mainstream media barely acknowledged it. If the roles were reversed, right-wing media would have amplified the incident, given the influencer airtime, and framed it as a cultural or political attack. As far as I know, Harry Sisson wasn't on one cable news show. This is the asymmetry in our media. So, first of all, leftoid giga retard decides to gaslight the people into thinking that the media is owned by right-wing people, which is a obvious lie, all right? So that's first. But this is like an obvious bullshit situation. So I actually responded to this, and I thought my response was pretty good. For once, I agree. We should be showing videos of Harry Sisson getting shit on all over cable TV. We should be plastering videos of Harry Sisson getting shit on at every talk show. We should be hoisting signs at protests of Harry Sisson getting shit on. Make it a symbol. I'm actually really glad that we were able to come together on this moment. The left and the right have come together. We should be broadcasting Harry Sisson getting shit on. What a colossal W. Hell yes. Finally uniting with the left. Anyway, Harry Sisson, this is the funniest thing in the universe, has decided to, cry. He decided to post videos about how he is a victim! Trump attacked me on social media last night with a weird AI video.
Donald Trump attacked me on social media last night. That's right.
By the way, I don't think he ever mentioned that Charlie Kirk was attacked when he was literally assassinated. But posting a meme, yep, that's an attack.
He posted this really gross AI video where I'm included, and you just have to see for yourself to believe it's real. Take a look.
Again, gonna mute it, trying not to get copyrighted because I got an entire video copyrighted for 8 seconds of audio. But look at him crying in the corner. He's just like, literally pooping on me. Look at his face. Oh my God, it's absolute cinema.
By the President of the United States. As soon as I saw that video, I responded to it by saying, that plane wouldn't have made it off the ground with your fat ass in the pilot's seat. Wow. And I stand by that. I mean, look, if this doesn't prove to you that Donald Trump is a complete and total loser, I don't know what will.
Harry Sisson spent an entire day at a No Kings protest when there is no king. Donald Trump posted an AI video on Twitter for 1 second. Who is the idiot? You literally went to a No Kings protest where there's no king. You're protesting nobody. This is your comeback?
Posting AI videos of himself in a crown, dropping feces on the American people in the middle of
No, not the American people, specifically you. I just want to make this clear.
Night. What I just described to you is somebody who is mentally unwell. It's just what it is.
He posted a meme, guys. Let's kill him or something. That's the left.
7 million Americans, including myself, just got out there and
massively inflated number. There weren't 7 million people.
Protested against Donald Trump.
But also, let me remind you, even if there were 7 million people, you do realize 77 million people voted for Donald Trump, right? Like, you realize by going to a protest against Trump like this, you are protesting against the democratic process of the country.
His administration's response is a shitty AI video. Yeah, I think the Democrats are doing pretty good. There's so
anyway, the Democrats' polling is at 19% approval rating. You can't make this up. The Democrats are doing pretty good. We're in the double digits, okay? We're literally in the double digits approval rating.
Much more I can say about this. I made a long-form video on my YouTube.
Right, so obviously he made 2 videos covering this traumatic moment that he went through where he got shit on by the president. First, he made a video crying on TikTok, and then he made a long-form video on YouTube, which we're not going to be looking at, because honestly, I have a hard time looking at faggots for this long.
YouTube and my Spotify show, link in bio if you want to hear more from me about this.
Nobody on the planet wants to hear more about you, about this.
But, like, we are so screwed as a country with this guy at the helm. So screwed.
Dude, this guy crying honestly makes my day better. I'm not even joking. This is the greatest thing I've ever seen in my life. Donald Trump shits on Harry Sisson in an AI video. Bro crashes out. Oh, I made a TikTok and a YouTube video and I made a Spotify show. He's doing a generational run because he was caught in Donald Trump's shitpost. His literal shitpost. Now, anyway, because of course the media is trying to turn this into a story, they asked Mike Johnson about the AI video of Harry Sisson getting shit on.
That the President of the United States over the weekend released a video of him pooping on the American people.
The President uses social media to make the point. You can argue he's probably the most effective person who's ever used social media for that. He is using satire to make a point.
That's right.
He is not calling for the murder of his political opponents.
True! Let's not forget, that's the other party.
And that's what these people are doing. I mean, they're in one of these photos, I think there's a picture of the president hanging in effigy by a noose on one of these, one on the far end. I mean, it's unconscionable.
Correct.
Look, America is...
The left be like, let's literally murder Trump. Let's literally kill him. Let's literally do that. The right be like, ha, we poop on you. And what becomes the national story? Is that not insane? Like, think about how insane this is.
Bill on the idea of free speech. You have the right to protest. Of course, we jealously guard that. I mean,
and we have the right to make AI videos pooping on you.
And our attorneys, we've defended that right in the courts. But what they're doing right now is different. They are trying to incite violence.
Agreed.
It's not funny. You don't mock a president who has already had 2 failed assassination attempts on his life.
Breaking news, new failed assassination attempt on Donald Trump just happened. They found a sniper perch, and they took it down, thank God.
This is not a game. And the idea that communists would be supporting this is unconscionable to us.
Yeah, start deporting the communists. All right, start denaturalizing, jailing, and deporting the communists. Dude, I'm telling you, we're getting there. Cry all you want, he's doing exactly what I hired him for. Yeah, dude, it's insane, man. It's absolute insanity. So, anyway, let me show you what the boomers have been doing, because everyone in the media is talking about Harry Sisson getting pooped on by an AI video. This is what the people by the protests were doing. Wanted better snipers. Picture of Trump with a scope on his head. With crosshairs on his head. Did you cover JD Vance trolling a blue sky? Yeah, in my previous video. Today we're doing a deep dive into the protest. Last time was more of an overview. This is the type of journalistic integrity you only get here on the Nuxanor channel. So in my opinion, this guy should be in jail. This is, in my opinion, an incitement to violence. We need to start jailing these people. And it's not about freedom of speech. It's not at all about freedom of speech. I think these people actually gotta go. They got to go, man. They just do. Don't forget, these are photos from the No Kings protest. All right, so this is make assassinations great again, right? Like they used to. Politicians don't die like they used to, or they used to kill themselves. Now we need to make assassinations great again, says the two completely unfuckable, gender ambiguous individuals. And here we have Charlie Kirk had it coming, changed my mind. These are people that are with a communist logo. These are people that are directly calling for violence, in my opinion. And let me make this clear. I don't see any leftoids denouncing them. Now, this is the craziest part. Everyone went batshit insane that JD Vance didn't directly condemn a couple of random Republican guys who leaked their group chat. These people are going out in public, directly celebrating and inciting the murder of innocent people. They're also coincidentally very ugly. But that's not the point. Now, their physical features are not relevant at this time. It's just something that we've noticed. Dude, look at the signs, dude. Palestine and Marxism. Like, you guys suck. You are enemies of the West. They really, really are. Enemies of the West, Denver communists, incitement of violence. It's all the things. They want you dead. Don't forget it. They literally want you dead. Not even exaggerating. That's what's happening. Now, Pedro Pascal went to the No Kings protest. He said no kings, only queens. Faggot detected. Faggot detected. It's cool. It's pretty awesome. Now, I want to show you my favorite weapon. All right? I want to show you my favorite weapon. Let me see if I can find it. It's one of my favorite weapons. It's the 9K111 faggot. All right, this is what we call anti-tank. This is what we need. We need to activate the faggot warfare. We got to whip this shit out. That's what I'm saying. We got to whip out the faggot, because that's what we're dealing with. It's literally what we're up against, man. This is crazy. We're going up against the dregs of society. Homeland Security breaking. Gavin Newsom has shown up to the riot. And Gavin Newsom replied, "You're an embarrassment." This is crazy. This is crazy. Anyway, it gets better and better. Now, this is a lady who, again, inciting violence, in my opinion.
Hey!
Right? The bang into her neck. You know, Charlie Kirk was assassinated.
You ever heard of Ozempic, you fat ass? Hey!
Yeah, so again, like, it's crazy. No, I'm not going to be uniting with these people. And you want to know the craziest part? This fat bitch, she's a teacher. She's apparently a kindergarten teacher. That's right. Apparently she was fired, but this is a teacher. This is someone who's teaching your children. Waving a foreign flag, supporting political assassinations. Apparently, this is a teacher. These are the people teaching your kids, man. Is that not insanity? Yeah, so this is the No Kings protest. Man dressed as Charlie's assassin. A woman reenacting the moment Charlie was shot in the neck. Protesters saying, "I'm glad Hitler is dead," when asked about Charlie. Crowd singing Bella Ciao, the same phrase engraved in the bullets used by Charlie's assassin. Signs mocking Trump and Erica's injuries, which heals faster, Trump's ear or Erica's heart. A billboard honoring Charlie destroyed, covered with smash fascism. Not speech, it's hatred, it's incitement of violence, and these people need to get cooked. They absolutely do. We need to start clamping down even harder. They made a piñata of Donald Trump, and they would get children to stab it. Like, are you telling me this isn't indoctrination? Like, this is obvious and based. Like, basic indoctrination shit. Like, how is this any different than Nazis teaching their kids to kill Jews? Or Hamas teaching their kids to kill Israelis? Or anything, honestly. Like, you have leftists in Congress talking about the right wing is breeding fascists. This is actual grooming. Like, find me a leftist that's not a groomer. It's becoming harder and harder every single day. I don't understand. So, anyway, during a No Kings riot, this is Nancy Pelosi saying, "No kings."
We're gonna tear up the crown.
So brave. So brave. She tore a crown. So brave. Now, let's talk about Nancy Pelosi. She's 86. She's been in Congress for 37 years. She made over $200 million, despite the fact that she's on a salary of $170,000 a year. She's worth over $200 million now. And she's filed for re-election in 2026, and to be honest, she's probably going to win it. That looks like a king to me. All right, Wall Street investors can't guarantee these gains. This is the stock market based on, this is what Wall Street investors are getting. This is the Nancy Pelosi stock market. So you are the king. You are the royalty. The reason why they're protesting No Kings is because they don't want a different person to have any form of power. Their monarchy was threatened, and they are all projecting. I'm telling you, man, the leftoid has a projection problem. Now, you think that these were not organized protests? Well, let's just say they tracked the money.
We know what it was not. What is No Kings? Well, it was organized, managed by Indivisible, right? That's an organization. To be clear.
Before, yeah.
Yeah.
It sounds pretty dividing.
That Indivisible is an organization, received about $3 million at least from Soros's Open Societies Foundation. Some other sources for Indivisible, who, by the way, often claim to be nonpartisan, Democracy Forward, Democratic Socialists of America, Human Rights Campaign, which, funny enough, they never actually advocate for serious, like, more slaves on earth than ever. No word on that. Planned Parenthood.
I heard they were in trouble. I heard they were in financial trouble. They got money to donate now?
Yeah.
I thought I was supposed to feel bad for them.
Exactly. Yeah.
I thought I was supposed to be throwing a fit because abortions are going away.
No, but they have money to get some people on the street, and they clock out at exactly 1 o'clock, just to be clear.
Is that what those dings were when we were circling those buildings? Were those temporary abortion sites in Boston?
They could be.
Oh, okay, that's cool.
No,
that's kind of cool, actually. That's very metal.
The DNC convention. So.
And by the way, you can check out, I do recommend Data Republican, who's been on this show. Data Republican has a thread on X that
Yep. And essentially, this protest was completely astroturfed by these giant mega corporations to essentially protest democracy, because that's really what they were doing. They were directly protesting democracy. Think about how insane this is. Now, the Democratic Socialists of America Foundation had ties to not one, but 2 assassins over the last year. Do not ever forget, never ever forget, that the Democratic Socialist of America Party had one person that assassinated Charlie Kirk, allegedly, or had ties that connected them, and the other person assassinated 2 Israeli Christians in Washington, D.C., literally executed them. Never forget that they were both tied to the Democratic Socialists of America, right? It's insane. So that's a couple of bodies on them, and on Planned Parenthood, you have another 1 million bodies a year, because obviously they support the genocide of unborn children. So anyway, this is the insanity we're dealing with. Infinite money pouring into these artificial protests to create the air of the fact that the system is against Trump when it's not. Bernie Sanders said, "Trump on No Kings. The demonstrations were very small, very ineffective." Really? 7 million people came up for the largest demonstration in our history. Again, this is an AstroTurf number. There weren't fucking 7 million people. All right, there were not 7. I looked at the protests, okay? I literally made a video covering it as it happened. There were not 7 million people. Americans are clear. They don't want authoritarianism, oligarchy, or the doubling of their insurance premiums. Actually, none of them actually know exactly what they're protesting for. They're just supporting the current thing. I said 50 million could protest, and Trump still won the popular vote. That's how democracy looks like, right? That's literally what they went around screaming about. That's what democracy looks like. Trump won the popular vote. All right, you hate him because he was elected. It really sucks to be you. Call me when there's over 77 million protesters. All right, then I'll be like, wow, things changed. Until then, I actually don't give a shit. So that's what the retards have been saying. Nate Friedman, journalist, went on the ground He actually joined a No Kings protest. He went to the paid protesters and he started actually looking into things. So let's see what's actually been going on, because this is evil. Like, this is an actual funded coup of our government, an actual, unironic, democratically elected government going up against the megacorps.
I think this is maybe one of the
This is the No Kings protest, the sequel, one of the biggest protests in modern American history. The protesters you see right now are wearing vests that say "Rise and Resist," identical to the ones we saw at the first No Kings protest. Now I'm going to talk to them about what it is they're really doing here and then expose.
Who is paying all of these old people to protest? Why are all the employees 70-year-old white women? Pretty weird, pretty weird.
It's the truth. I have been working on this non-stop since the protest. Welcome back to the Nate Friedman Show.
Hi, do you know what the plan is for the protest, where it's going?
It's going down 7th Avenue to 14th Street.
All the way down to 14th?
Yes.
Did they block the roads, like, until then, or do people have to go around or anything like that?
Well, that's what we're marshaling, so we're going to help people not get them.
Was there blocking the streets all the way down?
Okay.
So
I didn't get like an
can't
email.
cross 7th Avenue.
You can't cross 7th. I didn't get an email about like the briefing. Is there like a sign up for it or something like
Guys,
that?
I think this is maybe one of the.
It's a right-wing troll.
What's that?
No, but I don't know.
Oh no, I'm just press asking questions.
Yeah, I think.
Yeah, no. He's not asking. But no, it's
No, that's right.
They
may not be the oligarchy, but they're the oligarchy. That's right. The geriatrics have shown up to Alzheimer's Anonymous. And these people, they're not unemployed. They're obviously paid by these billionaires to actually fund this shit.
I don't know.
Okay, so they had a full panic and just talked over each other. Now, this woman did the scripted right-wing troll line, which I guess they must have forgotten to pick up their signs, because that's exactly what they did to me last time. And before that, a different paid protester with the exact same sign followed me around the Take Down Tesla protest.
Think about how insane that is. Do you realize how crazy that is, dude? That not only are they funding these protests, but they're funding people to shut down the journalists because they don't want to get exposed that this is completely artificial. Because not only was this a flop, but it was an AstroTurf flop. And for the record, this didn't move the needle on anything in America. It was a completely useless waste of everyone's time. Except for Harry Sisson, who is more famous than ever now, thank God.
So who are these people, really? Keep watching.
What's the next protest?
I don't
this
know.
one.
I'd have to.
He's got a camera, just so you know. He's got a camera.
He's got a camera! I don't know, I thought you guys were protesters. Don't you want the world to hear what you have to say?
It's up to you. I can't tell you what to do.
I really appreciate you talking. It's nice. A lot of people just like run away, and it's nice to have a conversation. How long have you been working with Rise and Resist?
I'm not answering those questions.
Oh, okay.
I'm not going to answer any personal questions.
That's fair. Do you feel like Trump is a king?
I don't. I'm not going to get into a political conversation with you. I'm here to marshal and keep you safe.
Bro, you're not even willing to acknowledge the premise of the protest. That's crazy.
Today, and I'm just going to do my job.
It's like, no, I don't actually think he's a king. I'm just literally slandering him so that millions of Americans that are retarded believe me. No, that's what it's all about, actually. You see, the purpose of the media and the protests, it's really just to convince people that he's a sinister, evil guy, when in reality, he's just the duly elected president of the United States. This is a giant psyop. This is a psyop on a country-sized scale. Do you understand how insane that is? Like, and I really think it's the No Kings, the anti-ICE, the Free Palestine stuff. They're all these gigantic juggernauts of funded protests for propaganda and control. They want people to see swaths of people and be like, yeah, I am exactly like those people, those NPCs in the group. It's a mind control strategy. And it works, especially on old people.
What do you mean by like marshal?
We help traffic. We help people with the traffic. We help cars redirect. We help bike messengers.
Okay.
We're helping people be safe on the streets.
Does that mean you guys are working with the NYPD?
Yes, we talk to them.
Oh, okay. I did not know that. That's interesting. But is there like a briefing before, like that you guys work with the
NYPD?
Yeah.
No.
So how do they know that, like, you're out there marshaling with them?
They're not blind.
And neither am I. This is you calling ICE thugs, and with a $50,000 bounty on ICE agents.
No way! These were the people that put a $50,000 bounty on ICE agents? Dude, they need to go to jail. They need to get arrested immediately.
You have blood on your hands. This is you taking it a step further and calling them the Gestapo. Back again at a different protest, and again and again.
Oh my
God. The company
God.
she works for is Rise and Resist. They are one of the nonprofits receiving a portion
Dude,
of
I
the
love this guy.
$7.6 million from George Soros, and were responsible for the takedown Tesla protests that often resulted in vandalism. They claim that all of their events are non-violent, which is odd because there's hundreds of pictures of their protesters getting arrested.
That's
One of
weird.
the things they love to do is organize sit-ins at Trump Tower, and they're politely escorted out of the building and released from custody almost instantly, which means that the supposed king...
Wow, so they really are working with the NYPD. They let them out of jail. Dude, what a corrupt system. It's absolutely unreal how corrupt this system is, man. Dude, we can't even keep them anywhere. We can't keep them arrested for vandalism and terrorism and incitement of violence. Dude, incitement of violence is a big issue. It needs to get squashed, dude.
Is quite forgiving with people trespassing his family's home. The donation link to Rise and Resist goes straight through Act Blue. Now it's really her associates.
That's a Democrat funding thing.
It's that are the star players on the protesting field. Watch this. You see her? She works with Karen Shaw, the kazoo lady from the previous No Kings rally. This is her making the signs for Rise and Resist in their little print shop. Yes, I'm looking into this print shop. She protests whatever is on the schedule. Back again in front of the courthouse asking to abolish ICE, which is to take the sides of the vicious, violent criminals that have been deported by ICE. She wants to, quote, free them all, and she's doing this sit-in again inside of Trump's family home. The president is very aware of paid protesting now. Take a look.
I had one the other night. I went into a restaurant, and this woman stood up. I looked at her immediately. She had money. She wasn't serious. They get paid for it. They're professional from Soros and other people. And we're going to look into Soros because I think it's a RICO case against him and other people. Because this is more than like protest. This is real agitation. This is riots on the street.
Now I saved the best for last with this group because look at this guy here. Meet Kazimir Yanish. He is a professional protester.
God.
Here he is with the infamous Karen Kazoo lady. You know how they frequently work in teams. Now what is concerning about...
These are like... Okay, I'm sorry. These are fucking, in my opinion, allegedly, from my loose understanding, this is a terror cell. These are literal terror cells, in my opinion, running around the country, whipping up and inciting violence across the nation, being funded by billionaires. The oligarchy, as everyone's favorite retards call it. This is insane.
This guy in particular is not just that he is a professional protester, but that he is an election worker. His official start date was January 2020. According to his LinkedIn, he is a director of architecture and engineering at New York City. And according to governorsalaries.com, he's receiving an annual wage of $121,000. The question is he protesting on the taxpayer's dime? Kazimir took part in the famous paid protester group photo that I've exposed. See the Karen Kazoo lady here? And of course, Stuart Waldman, who was on the board of Rise and Resist.
Oh my God.
Kazimir had no social media that I could find, but here he is on his friend's Instagram, and he's clearly labeled in the caption. According to Kazimir's LinkedIn, he is also a Colombian.
This is insane. This is crazy. I wonder if Kazimir Yanish was born here. He's probably, he sounds Russian or something.
Columbia University alum.
Or Ukrainian, maybe.
And here he is at an alumni event. Kazimir has donated to a fund that was established to provide legal assistance and financial support to those who get arrested at protests. So he's spending his money wisely, and as a graduate of Columbia, I'm sure he's proud of what his alma mater is up to these days. Next up, I ran into a woman with a guillotine poster at the peaceful protest.
Oh, wow.
The guy in the hat said, get the fuck out of the way.
Yeah, that's an incitement of violence. You should go to jail. I really absolutely can't stand that Trump isn't doing more. You know what? Trump should decide, you know what? I'm going to do exactly what you call me. I'm going to become the thing you hate most. A king. And fuck them, all right? Not actually a king. I don't want an actual king. That's going to get taken out of context. Obviously not. He's the duly elected president of the United States. This is a very clear-cut incitement of violence. This person needs to go to jail. I think Trump needs to fucking overwhelm these people with law and order. Listen, man. We live in a country that is founded on law and order. It's founded on biblical values. The first 5 books of the Bible are all about law and order. We absolutely need to fucking throw these people in a hole. Absolutely. And it's infuriating watching people freak out and scream every time someone gets arrested when they literally should be in jail. To quote Bukele, arrest the judges. It's insane. It is insane. Mostly peaceful drone strikes. Nah, dude. These people need to get thrown in a hole. This is a direct incitement of violence.
Unbelievable.
Can I interview you real quick?
Yes.
Okay, amazing. Can you tell me about your sign?
A sign that I got inspiration from the French Revolution, and they got rid of their royalty and kings for good reason.
Yeah.
Wait, she's on the side of the people that executed the French royalty?
Yes.
So is this do you want to kill Trump with this, or is it just
it's symbolic.
Symbolic, okay.
Oh,
yes. His term needs
when I say shoot him in the neck, it's symbolic.
To end as soon as possible, and we shouldn't support him.
What do you mean as soon as possible? You don't want him to play out his term as president of the United States? Says the lesbian with the fucking Palestine neckerchief. Dude, she supports Hamas or they're a literal tyrant terrorist organization.
Disgusting, and he's killing democracy.
What do you think is the best way to impeach him? Get him out of there. On what charges, you think?
I don't know, to bring
felony counts and enough.
Bring back the rule of law, let it happen.
Yeah. Agreed. Arrest people that incite violence.
Naturally, that when his term ends, it ends. I would love to impeach him, but no third term. He's already doing that.
He's not getting a third term. I love how he asked her on what charges, and she's just like,
Becoming in martial law in this country, okay?
Are you referring to the National Guard stuff?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's not martial law. That's fully legal.
They will come for me next. Yeah.
They won't unless you're illegal in the country. It's insane. I mean, they might come for her next because she's inciting violence.
Do you feel that he's a king right now?
No.
You think that
literally, why are you at a No Kings protest holding a poster of a guillotine?
You think that he will become one?
Has he taken powers that he shouldn't? And absolutely.
Yeah.
He is. Yes. He's what's the word? He's what do we call him? Tyrant, autocrat. Yes.
Yeah. I noticed the cafe.
Yes, I totally forgot the buzzwords. He's all the buzzwords. We need to kill him. All the buzzwords. Dude, this is crazy. This is insane.
How do you feel about the ceasefire deal?
I don't think it's gonna last. I have little faith.
Yeah, well, she was right because Hamas blew it and killed 2 Israelis. We'll see if that gets back. But yeah.
Little faith.
Things that I will credit him with. You are not there.
Okay.
You are not there. Again, these are the people that protest for Palestine. These are the people that protest for Palestine. Do you understand how insane this is? These are the people that are pro-Palestine. The ones that are mad that Trump is stopping Palestinians from dying. Do you understand how fucking insane this is? They hate Trump so much, they want Palestinians to die for their cause. And this is all of the leftoids in America, because none of them care about anything that happens anywhere. It's all for their messaging. That's literally it. You know how many situations are going on around the world of people dying? It's not even remotely close. Think about the 125,000 Christians actually getting genocided in Nigeria. Or, the 300,000 people in Yemen or the 600,000 people in Syria. They don't even know this is happening. Camps in China, it could go forever.
One of the few
There's a bit of unity there for folks.
Yeah, exactly.
Do you credit him or no?
Not really. I really don't believe. I mean, even now, there are people getting killed. They are funding.
Hamas was killing their own people. You're going to blame Trump for stopping a war. And then the terrorist organization that you were supporting execute their own people. And you're going to blame Trump for that.
Israel is funding clans to kill people in Palestine.
You think Israel is paying Hamas? The people that they're trying to wipe out? Because they're the ones that are killing people in Gaza.
And they're sending photos of those people over to Israel and saying, yeah, take him out. They've killed many people.
Oh, holy shit. This dude literally just pointed at dots on a paper and was like, yeah, Jews.
People since the ceasefire.
Yeah.
That hasn't changed. And
it absolutely has changed. The people that were killed since the ceasefire were people that literally violated the ceasefire.
And, you know, and Israel is, will
Right.
not, Israel is a Jewish state and as a democracy, the two can't coexist. And
It's a Jewish state, and it has a democracy. It's a literal contradiction. It's like saying, I can't be an American and also have a democracy. What are you talking about? It's Jewish with a democracy.
And I'm very anti-Zionist.
Like it shouldn't exist as a Jewish state. It should just exist as for
As a democracy with everybody having equal rights, not
Everyone literally has equal rights. 22% of Israel is non-Jewish. They all vote. Like, this is insane. There are Muslim, Arab parliament members in Israel. Like, she doesn't know a single thing she's saying. It's insane. These people will protest and fuck up your life and not know any part of factual reality.
privileges for just one group.
What's the best way for folks to stay informed about this stuff? Like, what channels of news do you watch?
I mean, I'm trying to get away from just New York Times because that's insufficient.
And why do you say that?
Al Jazeera.
It is a famous news.
No! She gets her news from Al Jazeera. She listens to Qatar's news coverage. That is the craziest thing I've ever heard in my life.
Paper.
It's pretty biased.
Biased toward the left?
And it suppresses stories about particularly what's going on in Gaza. It really suppresses stories.
Okay. What other channels? Sorry, so New York Times and what else? You said Al Jazeera?
Al Jazeera.
Okay.
Yeah, that's really...
Okay, the New York Times is not far left enough. Gotta love that. In order to get to the truth...
Wait. She was saying that the New York Times and Al Jazeera was censoring what's actually going on in Gaza? Dude, this is insane. These people are actually retarded.
You need to read Al Jazeera, which is a news source that receives 90% of their funding from the Qatari government. This is a trusted news source for Americans, according to her. Just thank him for ending a war. It's not hard. Even her protesting buddy could do it, which she of course rolled her eyes at. Next up, I saw this guy with a big flag that said "No Kings in America." Let's see what he has to say.
All right.
No kings in America, yeah?
Yeah, absolutely, yeah.
Do you feel that Trump is a king?
Fuck no, man. He's never going to be a king. Okay. His ass is going to be in jail one day. Okay. That's when we'll all be happy.
What is the motivation for today? Are you hoping that he sees this protest?
I'm here for my grandkids.
Your grandkids? Okay.
I said this in my previous video. I feel so bad for old people in America, man. You get these people, they're old as fuck. They get all their news from CNN. CNN is calling him an autocratic fascist dictator. They don't know that the media lies half the time, if not more. And then they believe it. And there they are. They're thinking that the next generation is just going to be completely ruled by this fucking guy. Is that not even... This is the saddest thing of all time.
And can you explain more what that means?
Their freedom.
Do you want Trump to see this and be upset? Like, what is the underlying motivation?
I want his blood pressure to blow out one of his vessels in his brain right now.
You literally want to kill him. You want to stress him to death.
Okay.
That's already deteriorating.
Yeah, to harm him or just to send a message?
No, I don't wish harm on anybody.
Okay.
Theoretically.
They're all like this, man. This is crazy. They want you dead. They want you dead, man.
But I want him not to be able to sleep tonight.
Okay. Fair. All right, so tell me, like, how is he going to try to be a king, you think?
How is he going to be a dictator?
How is he going to try to be? Because you said he's not one right now.
2025, they're following the book, the blueprint.
Okay.
All right.
He wants us all to look like we're radicals.
Okay.
Oh, I mean...
Bro, you literally just said you want him to die. You are radical. He's the elected president of the United States, and you literally just said you want to cause his death. You're a fucking psycho.
Antifa. I'm a grandfather with 6 grandkids. Yeah, no. We're not going to fall for his trap.
Hitler was a grandfather too, so like, great argument, bro.
We're going to be violent. We're just going to stay out in the streets until he gets the message.
And what's he gonna do? He's gonna see a couple of old farts protesting in the street and decide to wrap shit up? Is he gonna elect Kamala instead? He's gonna, sorry JD, Kamala's taking over. Do you really think that's gonna happen?
Until the rest of Congress does something, get off their ass.
So do you think that he's gonna change his tune, like on 2027, right before the next election, he's gonna decide I'm gonna stay in? Like what is your theory of how he's gonna try to make himself a king?
Well, they're already trying to do it. They're trying to rig elections now by redistricting.
The Democrats have been fucking gerrymandering and redistricting for years. This is incredibly based. Absolutely, I support the redistricting.
The voting, you know.
For the record, the redistricting is based as hell. The Democrats have been gerrymandering for years, and it's a gigantic travesty against democracy. Thank God the Republicans are willing to fight fire with fire.
It'll work. The people aren't going to stand for this bullshit. Because we will, you know, his base, I don't want to say anything about anybody.
Yeah, that's fine.
But reality is that you look around here, there's people who have bright eyes. They see things. They're not blind. You know. Yeah. I don't want to say uneducated.
There's a couple of NPCs looking at each other. You're not blind, you're bright-eyed. I know, thank you. You're also bright-eyed. Yeah, you're bright-eyed and so am I. We're both bright-eyed, both me and you. Both of us. Did you hear what CNN said about Trump? Yeah, he said he was an autocrat dictator. Oh my God, he is.
The last thing I'll ask you is I keep seeing this criticism, and because I'm press, I ask people tough questions. If there was a king in America, they wouldn't allow a protest like this.
Yeah, exactly. That's why we don't want him.
Okay.
That's exactly the reason everybody's here.
So everyone agrees?
Yeah, we all agree on that.
So everyone at the No Kings protest agrees that there's no king. All right.
What's up? I remember you guys from the Washington Square Park area. Are you guys recruiting here?
Yes, we are.
They're literally holding newspapers that say the communist. Deport, denaturalize, and deport. Get them out.
Yeah, how's it going?
It's going okay.
Yeah. Have you sold any papers and?
Well, I think we're more so emphasizing political conversations.
Yeah.
Just to kind of see where people are at right now.
What made you guys want to turn toward communism?
Well, for me, it's just a matter of
I'm calling it here. He's poor, and instead of actually working to make money, he would rather take money from people that earned it.
What is there for me? I have 3 degrees.
Wow.
And I'm struggling to find work.
Now, there we are. He has 3 degrees. He's probably in debt. He probably has a degree in underwater chicken tickling, lesbian tap dance theory, and gay sex. Those are his 3 degrees. And now he's struggling to pay back his student loans because he's in a giant fucking cataclysmic downward spiral of bullshit. Because college is a scam. They want you to be poor. They want you to be in debt. They want you to have these degrees so you could preach socialism. Do you understand? Do you understand the strategy? They want you to be jobless and in debt so you could follow their doctrine. Why should you get money for these degrees? Why should my tax dollars go to you? What are you contributing, man?
I have a degree in biology and I have a degree in political science, and I've just been struggling overall.
Political science is, with all due respect, a nothing degree unless you do something with it, and so is biology. Sorry, I don't care. This is garbage. Bro's got a Taylor Swift degree and he expects to make a living. Degree in biology. I love how people say degree in biology because it sounds cool and sciencey. A degree in biology is absolutely useless if you don't use it to get into medical school or if you don't actually become a chemist or some shit. Like, this is insane.
Find meaningful employment, and you have to ask why that is.
Meaningful employment? Bro, you have a degree in biology and you don't know how many genders there are. What? Why would anyone take you seriously?
Yeah. And so I decided to pursue a degree about, I studied masters in political theory to kind of get to that. Well. Yeah, to get to the why.
A master in political theory, and he decided to be a communist in America.
And the why is capitalism. It's because there's always going to be a layer of people who are unemployed or underemployed.
So get a job, you cuck.
Because that's the way the system is designed.
So the Communist Party...
This is absolute insanity. Capitalism is the problem because poor people poor when they don't work. This is ridiculous. This is insane.
He is actually one of the partners of the No Kings protest. You will also see the Indivisible Project listed, which is a company that has been caught being heavily involved with paid protesting. I am going to reveal much more about the funding behind this No Kings protest, but before I do, I want to give you a quick warning. If you're a homeowner in America, you need to listen to this. The FBI has been warning about a type of real estate fraud on the rise called title theft, and your equity until on a day.
Ask you a question. Can I interview you real quick?
Yeah, of course,
All right,
man.
awesome. Thank you.
What even the fuck flag is this?
Can you tell me why you're out here?
I come from an immigrant family. My grandparents came over here when immigration was very different. They didn't have papers. They had a boat ticket, and we've seen a lot of pulling up the ladder. And we need to support our immigrants here now. They're the backbone of our country, backbone of our society.
Yeah.
They contribute, and beyond that, they're human beings, and they should not be treated like I would never treat an animal.
Yeah. What do you say to the Republicans who say,
This is insane. This is crazy. It's like, yeah, they broke into our country illegally, but they're human, so therefore we have to let them steal our shit.
these are illegal immigrants being deported, not immigrants?
The numbers don't demonstrate that at all.
There has not been a single deportation of a legal person in America. Let that get into your head. The numbers. This is some Trump derangement syndrome on another plane of existence. In case any of you are actually curious about the numbers show very clearly that every single person deported was not legal in the country. Every single one. There wasn't a single one. There was not one person that was deported that was legal in the country.
Yeah, sure. There are illegal immigrants. There are people who have who have committed violent crimes. Obama was kicking people like that out. Biden was kicking people like that out. This is not new. It's not like the Democrats weren't trying.
These people are so painful to listen to, man.
To get rid of violent offenders. Right. Sure, that's fine, all right? But you should not be zip tying kids in the street. Like, come on. Yeah.
I understand.
That's not collateral damage.
Yeah.
Kids are not collateral damage.
Do you feel that Trump is a king right now?
Is what?
Do you feel that Trump is a king right now?
You know, I think that if a few more people gave him a few more of a piece of what he wants, yeah, I think Stephen Miller is. I mean, I don't honestly think Trump is running the.
You think Stephen Miller's a king? You mean the guy that works for the other guy? Like, these people suck, man. It's crazy.
Country?
You think and the only reason why he's saying that is because he saw, like, Gavin Newsom tweets. Right? That's how insane it is. That's how insane it is. They're literally whipping these people up into a frenzy. It's insane.
Dementia? I think Stephen Miller is. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, he's calling this a hate rally. I mean, this is stupid.
Yeah. They're literally carrying signs telling people to kill Trump and that Charlie Kirk's assassination was justified. It is a hate rally.
Do you think that they're going to try to run for re-election for a third term?
I do. No, I do. Because why wouldn't they?
Okay. So you think that's going to be the turning point, 2028? That's when they're going to try to be a king, or are they going to try to do it earlier?
I mean, if we get it to then, I'm sorry.
Okay.
If we get to then, I mean, we have a midterm election coming up, but like, hypothetically, what if the Democrats do well? Are they going to validate that election?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah. What do you hope is the reaction to this protest? Do you want more Democrats in office? What are you hoping for?
You know, I hope that people who are still undecided, still on the couch, will come and like make.
This dude is wearing a Logan Paul t-shirt at an anti-Trump rally. Do you understand the level of cognitive dissonance we have, man?
Make their voices heard more often. I think it's important just that the regime sees how many people are not okay with this.
Yes.
And I feel like that is power in itself.
And that they'll change their mind? Do you think that they'll change? Do you think that theyll change their mind if they see this protest?
No.
Okay.
No, I don't think.
All right. So then, literally, what is the point, man?
Mind. But I mean, come on. We've had years of trying to change people's minds. I don't know what the point of that is.
And I'm asking all the protesters out here, what?
I just want to know what the fuck flag he has on his back, because this is like, it's a gay flag on another wavelength.
News do you watch? Which channels?
I get everything on Instagram, but it's mostly Midas Touch Network.
Yep. Oh, Midas Touch. Leftoid slop.
Yep.
You know, groups like that.
I guess what was interesting to me is that there is the full acknowledgement that this will not change anyone's mind, but that Stephen Miller is the king and not Trump.
the Jew. It's crazy. You go to the far right, the Jews control the government. You go to the far left, the Jews control the government. It's inevitable. It doesn't stop. It doesn't stop. It doesn't matter. Oh my God, dude, this is crazy.
Now, do you see these orange signs everywhere that say refuse fascism on it? Well, they're one of the largest backers of the No Kings protests. Refuse fascism is not registered as a
The Jew named Hitler controls the government. No one saw this twist coming.
Profit, so they don't need to release their funding. However, that just makes finding the truth harder, but not impossible. You will see these signs everywhere at anti-Trump protests, and the fiscal sponsor of Refuse Fascism is the Alliance for Global Justice. George Soros has given millions of dollars to the Alliance for Global Justice through his Tides Center and his Open Society Foundation. Even with their millions from Soros, they put up a donations page to make you think it's grassroots, and look, they've raised over $70,000 on top of Soros's millions.
It's like, guys, this is a grassroots foundation. We raised $70,000 and also I donated $6 million. Yep, nothing to see here.
The AFGJ also sponsors Sammy Dune, a group that was designated as a terror organization by the US and Canada. Make no mistake, George Soros was behind the No Kings protest. Next up, a woman with a very different...
I don't know, man. Listen, it's kind of crazy. It's insane. It's insane. Bro, dude, I'm telling you, man, George Soros has created infinite Jew conspiracy theories, man. That dude's existence is insane. Oh my God.
Kind of sign.
Does that say I love NPR? Yeah. Can I interview you about it?
The epic battle between George Soros, the Darth Vader of Jews, and Stephen Miller, the Yoda of Jews. All right, it's a battle. No one knows what's gonna happen. The two sides of the coin are now set. It's King Stephen Miller versus Darth George Soros. No one knows what side we will get to. Oh my God, dude.
Real quick, what was your reaction to them defunding NPR?
I'm disgusted as I was disgusted about losing all the funding. I mean, I love them, and it's great that New York is going to have them because we have a lot of private donors and the state is blue, but a lot of rural America isn't. So I increased my funding this week, and I'm going to get a tote that says this very statement. So this isn't unique and original. I got it from them.
Yeah.
It's unique and it's original. It's original and unique. It's original and unique. It says you can't defund the truth, and I made that up.
I love them. They're my source of everything. They make life better, and they make me not feel alone, and sanity and all of this.
What made you want to come out here today?
To be part of sanity and truth.
Yeah. Do you feel that Trump is a king right now?
No!
You think that he wants to become...
Literally, what is the point of this protest? What is even the point of this protest?
Yes!
Yeah. How do you think that he will try to be one? How do you think he'll try?
I mean, that's a little much for me to get into right now. Everything he's doing.
Yeah.
Everything.
So her sign also said you can't defund the truth. But I don't think NPR cares too much about the truth. And I don't take it from me. Hear the CEO of NPR herself say that truth is just a distraction.
That for our most tricky disagreements, seeking the truth.
Oh, God. Seeking the truth is actually very important. The truth, that's what these protests are all about. It's all about the truth. Oh, anyway, here's a guy at a protest inciting violence.
You gotta grab a gun. We gotta turn around the guns on this fascist system. These ICE agents gotta get shot and wiped out. The state machinery, that's a full display right there, has to get wiped out. You gotta
grab a gun and wipe them out. Could we get these people arrested, please? Could we please get these people arrested? This is insane. We don't have to live with these people. Why?
And seeking to convince others of the truth isn't necessarily the best place to start. In fact, I think our reverence for the truth might have become a bit of a distraction that is preventing us from finding consensus and getting important things done.
The NPR CEO also says they're not biased, for sure, but this is her wearing a Biden hat, so there's that. Now listen to an NPR reporter's reaction to a shooting by a trans person.
And just a point of clarification, Senator Klobuchar referenced the shooter as he. Although police have identified a suspect, it's still unclear at this time what that person's gender is or...
This person is a fucking he's a killer. Why are you doing this?
How they identify.
Can you believe you used to fund that? Because getting the shooter's pronouns right is what matters in journalism. Now, it is a shame, though, that Doge defunded NPR because we're missing out on contributing to great stories like fat phobia and its racist past and present.
Dude, I literally want to, every time I hear that my tax dollars are going to this shit, I want to kill myself. I'm being hyperbolic, but like, dude, you don't understand, all right? I work very hard. Thank God blessed me with a career. I love what I do. And then I pay taxes, all right? And then they go to fucking that. You know what I mean? You know what I mean, guys? You know what I'm saying? Like, that's crazy. That's crazy. It's insane. Like, why? It's horrible. It's horrible, dude. Then you have these people be like, I can't believe Trump wants to cut funding to cut funding. Get rid of it. The government's been shut down for the last 3 weeks. No one noticed. Okay? Cut funding. Yes.
Next up, I will ask this man what the ETA is on Trump becoming a king.
What's the motivation behind the outfit?
Well, I actually happen to have this in the closet, and I hardly ever wore it, and it happened to be a great day to be ridiculous and fight fascism, wear something silly, and make sure that, we the people make our stance known.
Yeah. You think Trump...
Bro dressed like a pineapple to fight fascism. These people suck.
Is a fascist?
I do.
And why?
I believe that he follows all of the 14 characteristics of fascism.
Oh, good. He read a tweet. It's time to repeat what the tweet said.
Or at least most of them, and he's starting to embody the rest of the ones that he hasn't. I'd say he's probably 9 or 10 out of 14. The ones that I'm really curious about are corporate corruption and corporate, cronyism, but that's not really something that isn't to be said, considering the fact that he has an oil exec in charge of energy. And I think that generally speaking, that's just...
How many of those 14 characteristics include locking people in their homes and forcing them to take drugs against their will, against a magic pandemic that isn't killing people at any higher rate than the flu? What about that? Is that fascism? Does that fit the 14 tenets? Well, actually, in my calculation, it fits about 12 or 13. I don't know about the 14th.
One small step in the way of fascism in America.
What do you think is like...
Yeah, he just said nothing.
His ETA to try to become a king. When do you think he'll try?
We've already seen the Trump 2028 merch. You can't argue that. I mean,
oh my God, he made a joke. Oh my God, it's fascism.
He's had it on his desk while he's in meetings, press in the room with him in the Oval Office. On top of that, he has not exactly been quiet about it. He hasn't exactly been hiding his intentions, and nobody in representing the Republican Party has as well.
Yeah, because it's literally a joke and no one's taking it seriously.
For the sake of potential unity, what is your favorite thing that Trump has done?
If things work out with Israel and Gaza, fantastic. There is still a lot to be solved. The Gazan people are screwed. Let's be real about it. They have been decimated. It was a genocide, and it was an absolute murder of them as a human race. I heard today that about 95%...
They killed a human race? That's new.
...of the population remaining in Palestine has reached the 5th level of malnutrition.
Oh my fucking God. He's just literally repeating viral tweets. Like, there's no substance to anything.
Which is fatal, and there's no coming back from that.
All right, so then why aren't they dying? All right, if 95% have reached fatal levels of malnutrition, why aren't they dying? Why did the UN, for the record, admit that there were still 3 months of food in Gaza? All right, for the record, I'm glad you memorized some tweets that you probably saw retweeted by Al Jazeera, but the reality is there was no genocide. There's no 5th level starvation for 95% of the survivors. This is insane.
We saw it with the Irish and their famine. It is a generational...
And where did you hear that? What is
generational? That's right. Their grandchildren are going to be hungry from this.
The news that people can trust. Like, which channels do you watch?
I actually don't remember where I heard that. It was somewhere probably on TikTok, so...
An anonymous guy on TikTok told me that they reached the 5th level of malnutrition, which means that their grandchildren will be hungry. This is a 95% death rate. That's right. That's why we have so many deaths and so many people that died in Gaza. I know that it's probably a coincidence that 85% of the people that were killed in Gaza were literally adult males. It's probably a coincidence. Maybe it's because adult males are just hungrier than the others. So maybe that's why they're dying at a suspicious rate. It's probably not because they're being specifically targeted or anything. Yep, that's right.
Allegedly.
Allegedly. He doesn't want to get sued by the Israeli government. Allegedly. It's what I saw on TikTok.
I'm trying to interview the next generation on what they think of the protest. What are your thoughts on it?
Sorry, not speaking about that.
The vests like to chant, but not to have a conversation.
Yeah, obviously.
Bernie taught him well. Next up, a man dressed as a king makes it to the protest, so of course I had to interview him.
All right.
Oh, you're unzipping.
Okay.
That's fantastic.
Hello. What an outfit, huh?
Oh, hello, thank you.
This is amazing.
Speaking to.
My name is
Dude, is he a fan? Is he a fan?
Nate Friedman. I'm a YouTube journalist. So tell me what makes you come out today and protest.
Donald Trump's a fascist.
Yeah.
He's horrible, he's mean, he lies.
Yeah. And
we cannot have kings.
Can we move over here?
Sorry.
Is that it?
Slide over to the video.
Yeah. Oh, I didn't realize the whole outfit. This is amazing.
Oh, I got a diaper.
Look at that. Show the full. Diaper. This is amazing. There's a diaper in there. So okay.
That's amazing.
Congress, I've soiled myself.
Okay. What's the worst thing that Trump has done? What makes him a fascist?
His everyday lies are undermining everything.
Yeah.
Everyday lies.
Yeah.
Once you lie like that, everyone's allowed to lie, and no one, democracy cannot exist without information.
That was the... Bro spent $400 on this Trump fit. He's like, Trump, he goes, he lies, and then democracy dies. It even rhymes.
Do you think that he's a king right now, or that he's trying to be?
He's trying. Mm-hmm. And the toadies in the GOP are letting him.
What's his way of trying to be a king? Is it the ICE stuff?
He doesn't. He's an idiot. He's just a narcissist. It's not anything intentional. He's just feeding his ego.
Okay.
But the GOP lackeys around him are using it.
Do you think they're trying to help him become a king?
They don't give a shit about it. They don't care about him.
Yeah.
They just want their own power.
Okay, gotcha. All right. So do you think do you think that he's going to run for a third term?
He'll try.
He'll try?
You think what this is all about?
So what do you want?
These people will say no.
Yeah. So what do you want? Do you want him to see this protest and decide, you know what, I'm not...
Care.
Yeah. So who is this for, would you say?
They're saying his name, so this probably excites him.
That's
probably
right.
Gets them all excited.
Yeah. Okay.
So what do you like protesting?
So who are you hoping that this sees? Like, what is the underlying motivation?
The spineless GOP, and hopefully they'll realize that they're not doing their job.
To send a message that the people are not with them.
Maybe some of the people.
You think that the elected government, by the majority of the American people, are going to see a couple of retards in diapers in the street and be like, you know what, we're going to go to the other side now? Do you really, like, this is insane.
Well, the cult will go, oh man, maybe I am getting it wrong.
This interview right here is our final one of the day, and just wait for what he says at the end.
Oh, God.
Freedom of the press. It's just scary how ISIS is overstepping and they're hiding their identity, and there's some very concerning things.
So ICE, what I hear is that ICE is covering their face because they're getting threats to their life, and they feel that if they don't cover their face that they will get doxxed, and because right now there's a bounty on ICE's head, like $50,000.
Well, the thing is, then anybody could cover their head, and see, that's the problem. We need a way to identify the people that are, whether they're an ICE agent or a police officer, because there's a problem when people aren't identified. Then it escalates the fear, who can we trust? So that's the thing. We need a way to identify rather than have people hide.
But what about badge number? What about showing your badge when you arrest somebody? You want ICE agents to walk around with megaphones? ICE is here! Criminals! Just come out and identify yourself.
The fact that they have a bounty on their head and they're using a mask of self-defense, is that not like...
No, it doesn't. No, I think it's wrong. We need to find some better way.
Do you feel like Trump is a king right now?
Oh, well, no, he's not a king, but I think that he's like the emperor's new clothes. People that want the power, evidently a lot of Republicans, like they're not even voting or working in Congress. They're just turning, they're really using him as a puppet.
Okay. Congress is?
Yeah.
Okay.
And of course...
Congress is using him as a puppet, which is why they literally can't pass any fucking laws.
the guy Miller, whatever his name is.
They all go for Stephen Miller, and it's just because Gavin Newsom said he was a fascist. Like, do you understand how insane this is?
Stephen Miller.
Yeah, Stephen Miller. So Trump is really, because he has such great ego, it's all about him, his Bible, his Bitcoin. You know, he just wants the glory. So they're using him as a tool. And I'm sure when they're done with him, he'll be gone. But the image.
So you feel that Stephen Miller is controlling Trump?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, please.
Why would Trump let
the Jews? It's the Jews.
Let Miller control him, you think?
Oh, because they're feeding Trump's ego. I mean, that's what it is.
Yeah.
It's feeding his ego.
Yeah.
That concludes our episode of the No Kings rally in New York City. Thank you so much for watching.
This was a nightmare. Yeah, I'll link this in the description. I love Nate Friedman's videos, man. Dude, Stephen Miller needs to be careful. These people really want to kill him. I'm not even exaggerating. They literally want him dead. They cheer in the streets for these people's murders. They actually want to kill him. And it's not a joke. This is a hate rally. It is a hate march. And it does need to be destroyed, in my opinion. You can't have billionaires funding political unrest. That's insane. That's literally, in my opinion, funding terrorism. You can't have these terror cells around the country. And also, and I think this is super important, super duper freaking important. Anyone that's holding up signs inciting political violence needs to go to jail. Like, we have to stop playing this game because people are literally dying. And specifically, it's people on one side of the political spectrum that's getting killed, not on the other side. You will notice none of these people were hurt by a right-winger. None of them. Because the reality is there is one side that currently is fighting with basic biblical values in mind, and thou shalt not kill is on the list. And then you have the other side of hedonist retards, communists, and radical Islamists that are trying to claim and contort this country's values. So, gentlemen and female gentlemen, thank you so much for being here. This was the in-depth journalistic deep dive into the retards of this fucking rally. And to everyone that wanted to end on a good note, this is an image of Harry Sisson with shit on his head. I'm really glad that the media is talking about this instead of talking about elementary school teachers that are literally inciting political violence and then going to teach the next generation of kids to go kill people. So, honestly, this is more important. We should be broadcasting this everywhere. All right, the left wanted us to talk about it, so we'll talk about it. Bye! Like, subscribe, and this video was streamed live on kick.com/Nuxanor. See you there. Stay weird, fam.